Hello and welcome to the Open Book channel. My name is Ollie, your designated open book. My library gets random influxes of specific demographics of books and sometimes authors. Like all of a sudden there's a dozen new super cheesy romance books added, or a crate of Spanish kids books. Last year there was a surge of literature by Native American authors, and I eagerly picked them up, consuming several in one batch of reads. So in this review I have 3 recommendations for this specific genre of native prose. First on the list is Keto Tam by John MacDonald. I'm not very particular when it comes to formatting style of poetry or prose, but Keto Tam turned out to be just my sort of optimized preference, I guess. I mean that in the way that the line broke every time I expected or wanted it to, which is totally subjective, but it's nice when that happens and you're not caught up by the flow of the words. Although the pieces at the front of the collection felt stronger than the latter, I gave Keto Tam a 3.5 stars. My next recommendation is I Place You Into the Fire by Rebecca Thomas. I found the writing to be bold and unapologetic, but also quite informative. It provided me with a new perspective on Indigenous identity and a unique voice to guide me. As much as I quite liked the use of repetition in the poems, and how Thomas managed to infuse so much nuance into the repetition of one start line, I did kind of think that there were one too many of the poems that relied on that format. That said, each individual of those poems were very striking in and of themselves. I appreciated some of the rhyming, but when it fell off at times or didn't quite hit, I am the kind of person that notices. Small poetic pickiness aside, I really enjoyed the collection. Its wordplay and incorporation of native language and exploration of its various meanings was very interesting. Please forgive me for the terrible pronunciation I am about to do. Kesa lul means I love you, Kesa lul means I hurt you, and Kesa lul means I put you into the fire. And there are instances outside of just the title of the collection that explore that relationship between similar but different meaning native words. I Place You Into the Fire got a solid 4 out of 5 stars for me. And lastly, I'd like to recommend the poetry collection Undoing Hours by Selena Bowen. Undoing Hours felt like a journey. The poems seemed to develop and grow longer toward the end, which also felt like it was displaying the writer's growth as well. There were very interesting, as well as a variety of styles in the collection that was refreshing and not jarring like some multimedia collections can be. Similar to I Place You Into the Fire, I particularly enjoyed the poems in Undoing Hours that explored native words. I found it beautiful that Bowen would take a word and explore its meaning by defining it with a poem, and that's awesome because it makes learning fun. I read Undoing Hours digitally, but the version was not formatted very well, so given the chance I would recommend getting your hands on a physical copy if you can, but Undoing Hours regardless also gets a 4 out of 5 stars from me, and I'd be happy to read works by all of the mentioned authors in this video again. If you're looking for a great prose collection or wanting to pick up some Indigenous authors, check out Keto Tam, I Place You Into the Fire, and Undoing Hours. Let me know in the comments if you have any similar recommendations, and I'll see if I have them available at my local library as well. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!